Hey guys, it's Brad again, Yamaha Marine Center in Orange Park, Wells Road, 295, 1515 Wells Road to be exact. Today we have a 2020 Key West 263 FS. This was a late season boat, which is why you can see it's a nice wintry day out here and we still have a couple of boats left. Just did the walk around not too long ago on this 261 Ballistic, and we got it right next to the 263 Family Sportsman Series. So quick differences: 261 is their ballistic series set up to be more of a fishing boat, which is why you can see how aggressive the entry is on the boat. That reverse chine running down the whole length of the boat there, as compared to the FS model. Little flatter entry in the front, not quite as aggressive reverse chine. So that's going to give us a little bit better draft. So if you're in the intercoastal river, cruising, that kind of stuff, still a nice, comfortable ride. Still has some pretty aggressive lifting strokes on it, but not quite as much as the fishing series. It's meant to be offshore. And then again, that flatter reverse chine still does a good job of deflecting water, but not quite as much as the real aggressive reverse chine. Same basic setup on the through-stem windlass. So nice, clean anchor placement. Good flare on it still, so water protection is key, especially when you get the family out there. You don't want everybody getting wet and being miserable. This boat here is the spec sheet. I'm gonna go over the pricing. I think it's on the second page, but you can see all the stuff we added to it. I think that's probably why this is one of the only boats left on the lot for 2020 model years. It's loaded out with stuff. But it is 26 feet 3 inches, which is why they call it the 263. Beam is 9 feet 3 inches. It's about 4,500 pounds without engines. So these engines are about 500 a piece. So then you're looking at 55 plus 175 gallons of fuel, 12-person capacity, and dead rise is a variable dead rise at 19 to 24 degrees, depending on where you look on the running surface. Wish I had a better shot of it because it's kind of cool. You can see where the more aggressive dead rise gives way to the flatter portion of the boat, which you can kind of see it flatten out on the corner there where you see a little bit of hook coming through too. Integrated Lenco electric trim tabs. Good picture of the dead rise down there. Steep boat, all those drains and stuff on it. What else back here? Gt51 Transducer, fully functioning transducer, side imaging, down imaging. Some rocket launchers back there, rod holders I should say. Pop-up cleats, as we do on everything. Integrated swim ladder here. Garlic, I think it's a 6-step fold out. And then of course, I love this model because this little dive door on the side is really neat. The way it folds down, and there's an integrated ladder, which, I don't know, maybe it's gimmicky, but pretty cool to me. Stows there, out of the way, folds out, and then the step just closes. Sorry about how dirty it is. It's too cold. Our boat wash guy's flaking out on us. Not really. Give him a hard time. He's a great dude. He was out this morning, and it's like 40 degrees out. Bunch of sissy Florida boys. But see it fold up. Nice combing pad. Bolsters all along the boat, so you can still fish it. Live wells, big live wells on either side, which is nice. It's actually more live well space than Ballistic has that big one in the leaning post there, but this is a lot. It has the Mate series rod holders that also function as a cup holder, which is cool. Those are all over the boat. And then a lot of seating back here. Nice big fixed backrest, cushions that come out, so if you are going to fish the boat, you have plenty of room. And a lot of comfort when you're out just cruising around with the family and everything. So a little less fishable than maybe a closed transom like the Ballistic, but still tons of room in the cockpit. More room in this boat than the 261 in the cockpit itself, so you can really use the sides of the boat too. And then you have this nice convenience center, so you know, cutting board for bait, sink. Oh, price, yeah. God, ADD kills me. $187,895 because we did add the Optimus 360 with C Station, which we'll go and show you that in a second. And that's like a $20,000 option by itself. But we are getting more of these, so if you want something a little less equipped, we can do that for you too. Tackle drawers, storage, knives, pull-out cooler so you can have an aft-facing seat if you're running lines, because we can put outriggers in here. We have not done it yet, but we can do it. Nice big hardtop, rocket launchers, spreader lights, additional speakers we put up there, multicolor LED hardtop lights. I think they're multicolor. They're all blue or multi. I don't remember on this one. have to turn it on later. Storage back there, and then we have some storage and electronics up here. So they got stuff stashed everywhere on this boat. It's just a lot of systems. Garmin single 8612 XSV, plenty of room for another 12-inch screen, and then we put the CL7 on this one, so you get the fully function top of the line Yamaha gauge, and then all of the Bokeh switches as well for your accessories. C-Star Optimus, like I said, so it's all fly-by-wire steering, adjustable friction. You can set the friction, more friction at lower speed or higher speeds, less friction at lower speeds. You can change the lock-to-lock ratio, so like 3 spins is a lock-to-lock on the engines, and then at higher speeds it's like an 8-turn ratio or something, and there's a little computer that does it all. C-Station, so this actually adds autopilot and joystick steering and anchoring, so it is an expensive option, but if you compare it relatively to other options out there, it's pretty comparable, and from our experience it works fairly well. Maybe not as good as Helmmaster, but just as good as like I believe Mercury and a couple of the other systems out there as well. But the anchoring function is what's really cool, and that works great. Adjustable seating, armrests, front to back adjustment there, and then flip down bolsters, which is nice, so you can use it like a leaning post, and then a seat, and then you got a little footrest there with storage, small item storage, cup holders, and then again bolsters all over this boat, so you can really use the whole boat as a fishing machine, and then it's comfortable for family too. See more rod holder cup holders, more cup holders everywhere, storage, cooler under the front seat. There's your freshwater fill, and then I think that's your waste. Yep, pump out over there. I don't know if this is a macerated box. We'll check and see if it has a key. Not a macerated box, a macerated toilet. And then these are, again, insulated. Sorry about that. Dropped the camera. Insulated coolers underneath the seats up here, so you can use them as fish boxes. And then this is access to your rode, nylon rode. Plenty of chain, get a good lay on the chain, and then your windlass, which you can control up front, and you can control at the helm. Good view of it here. Macerated fish box in the floor, which is really nice. Of course, I'm telling you that. You figure out if it's nice or not. Big hard top, plenty of room for stuff. So we all need stuff. You see that antenna up there for the Optimus 360 with C-Station, so they can keep you anchored in place. But really comfortable boat, and this one actually has the canvas package on it, which you can see here, and then the windshield is behind there as well. But then we have the wings, so if you do get in a nasty sea state or a wind or something like that, you can throw up the side wings and really get good protection. Grab rails, and they are pretty much recessed. Again, they try to limit anything sticking up on the gunnel to catch fishing line as you walk through. And then these are fender holders, so these allow you, God, my fingers are so cold, to tie your fenders off there instead of using your good cleats that you need for dock lines. You can use these to have your fenders deployed already and not go mixing all your lines up. Into the head compartment, you see the holding tank there. It's nice rigging, keeping it clean. They do a pretty good job, you know, for being a mid-level builder. They do a really good job of with their wiring and all that stuff. But it is just a pump out, but it is tied in the freshwater system, so it's not a raw water head. You know, that way it keeps the growth and all that nastiness to a minimum. But I don't think it's macerated for overboard discharge and a light up top. I don't know, just a well thought out boat. My family really enjoys it. Plenty of places to sit. Kids are still kind of tucked in side the boat, you know, and then the nice tall backrests, depending on how old the kids are, if you even have any, keeps them from falling overboard. But if you have any questions on this boat, because the pricing I gave you is per dealer, they make their own pricing, so that was an MSRP. Call your dealer, call us, Brad or Barton, 904-644-7631, or get us on our website, YamahaMarineJAX.com.